What's good, everybody? How's everyone doing? Sorry about that. Honestly, my day has been pretty good, minus the cold weather. Probably on his way. He's just finishing up some notes. By the way, breaking news: Kendrick Lamar is actually going to release his album May 13th. He's called that shit Oklahoma. Yeah, rest in peace, DJ K. Slade. Jump on whenever you're ready. I'm already live. Jesus fucking God. Okay, trial's on its way now. Sorry about the addict in my vitamin C. You okay, Grandma? No, Kendrick's album is called Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. Excuse me. I bet you the new single's gonna drop either this weekend or next weekend. Watch my word.
Oh,
Hey fam, what's up?
good.
Question: You got your copy of the Shine, right?
Yes, I got it.
Okay, cause I left mine at home and shit.
I thought you was home.
No, I'm watching my grandma today. That's why I
Oh, okay.
want to do this a little earlier and shit.
Yes. All right.
You heard Kendrick's dropping a new album, May?
Is he?
Yeah,
I
it's
didn't
called
hear. I didn't. What's
called
it called?
Mr.
What's it called?
Morales. First.
Mister what?
Hold on, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers.
Oh boy. Hopefully the album's good because the title sucks already.
You know it's Kendrick though. When it's Kendrick.
He's doing different shit. I see that.
Shit, because like I said, I've been kind of bored listening to some bullshit music, and so I was like, we need some Kendrick right now. Shit.
Right.
Alrighty. Let's see. I'm gonna start in about probably 5 minutes because I do gotta leave here by a certain time.
Yeah.
Been watching New York Undercover last night.
Oh yeah.
hmm I'm like halfway into season one already.
It's classic.
Yeah, I wasn't able to find all the episodes of season three and four and shit like that,
Right.
unfortunately.
Right.
But probably if BT plays them and stuff, I know they play it on BT now. I can probably save what I can save and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Cause BT quality, I'm not even gonna lie, it looks pretty good for some.
BT quality.
Yeah, the picture quality. Cause I've seen the TV one picture quality was kind of it was good, but it wasn't at the best quality
Right.
and stuff. But fuck it. Hopefully they don't do a lot of editing with those episodes and shit.
Facts.
Yeah, rest in peace, DJ K Slay.
Yeah. That's another one.
COVID.
Crazy, man.
Eminem told Jay Z he was not going to perform unless 50 Cent performed with them. I'm tired about this halftime show shit. It's over. It's over and done with, y'all. Come on.
Exactly. Why they still talking about it? Crazy.
Shit. But the thing is, y'all mad at Jay Z and shit, but then now y'all ain't mad at Jay Z no more.
They gonna still be talking about that. Dr. Dre should have. He was gonna perform a detox song, but they told him no at the last minute or some stupid shit.
I know the game is having a heart attack right now.
Oh man.
Y'all ready for that Black Slim Shady?
Like some shady. Crazy, man.
Nigga, that was 3 days ago. Of course you remember that shit, Q.
What, that terrible Puffy album?
Jesus Christ.
You good.
Y'all funny as fuck today, I swear to God. So tired. What else is going on in the world today? Everyone had a good Easter weekend.
Yeah. You have one?
Yeah, it was pretty good. Pretty relaxing and shit.
Yep.
Hmm. Yeah, shout out to Mike from last night.
Yeah, that was good. Where he at?
Yeah, he's probably at work right now.
Oh, that was good. You
Yeah,
gotta go in
man.
there more often.
Definitely can't wait to talk about the Billy D. Williams video and shit. But you know what's crazy? I was talking to Aisha,
Mm.
and she agreed with. She said she likes him, but she believes he was not a good actor like that.
He wasn't. Come on, y'all really
Jesus
trolling Billy D.
Christ, y'all,
Williams,
y'all
man.
chill, y'all crazy with this shit right now.
Y'all are
I was
really
like,
trolling Billy D.
I was
Williams,
like, I
man.
like y'all, but y'all crazy.
He wasn't that good. He was known for being like a playboy and all that. That's what people remember him as.
Man.
He had the suit on with the white scarf and all that. He was like, you know, one of them debonair playboys and shit back then.
Well, you know what?
His
You know
acting
what?
skills, I don't know about all that.
This Playboy is gonna get his just due right now. I don't give a fuck.
Give it
Cause I
to him
might be.
now.
I guess me and Mike are the only motherfucker that feel like he's one of the best actors. I guess so. So I'm cool with that.
The
I don't.
great land.
I'm cool with that because at this time I don't like to follow what everybody feels is the best actor. So who's a better actor? Tom Cruise? Give me a fucking break.
Oh Lord, here you go.
Give me a fucking break.
Tom Cruise is a good actor. He's just,
He's just a Scientologist.
I don't get into all that. Man. He's a good
Mm.
actor for what he's done.
Yeah,
The
but
great Lando Calrissian from Star Wars. Yes, everybody remember
he's
his
more than
ability.
Lando. That's the thing. He's more
I
than
only
fucking
know him as Lando,
Lando.
but I
He's
only
more
know
than
him as
Lando.
Lando.
Like, it kills me how the nigga does one movie in space. That's his whole fucking career.
He was Han Solo's right hand man. That's what he was.
Oh, Jesus.
You
Oh, he
know.
was a right hand man. Oh, big whoop.
Yes, the
He was a
sidekick.
right hand
He
man.
never got his own story. He never got his own story. He was the sidekick to Han Solo
Oh,
and
Jesus
Chewie.
Christ. You know what? All week, I'm gonna watch all Billy D. Williams movies and shit. I don't give a flying fuck. Cause you mean to tell me that
I'm gonna watch.
Brian's song, he was not a good actor. Brian's song, really?
I'm gonna watch Lady Sings the Blues, and what was the other one you mentioned
Please.
last night? What was the other one you
Mahogany.
mentioned?
Mahogany.
Mahogany. Wait, that's the one with Diana Ross.
Both of them, Diana Ross,
I
yes.
saw that. I saw that when I was younger though. I'm gonna watch that again, but
For real
we
though.
gonna see. We're gonna see how great Billy D. Williams was as an actor.
Check him out. I feel like out of those two, Mahogany, he was better acting in Mahogany than Lady
That
Sings the
is
Blues.
who I'm talking about. The black dude from Star Wars, Lando Calrissian. That was him.
Okay, let's just start this review right now. Let's just start this review. Um, what's good, YouTube? How's everyone doing this lovely Monday afternoon? Keyword afternoon. This your boy Reg in the building. I got my homeboy Try with me.
What up?
Um, Today we're gonna give our shout out because we're gonna talk about Smif-N-Wesson's The Shinin'.
Yes.
Album came out in 1995, January 10th to be exact, on Rec, which was under Nervous Records. Smif-N-Wessun consists of members Tech and Steel. You know, they're part of the illustrious Boot Camp Clique. Producers include Buckshot and Juha as executive producers, and the Beat Miners pretty much produced this whole album. It was known for singles like Bucktown, One Time, Stand Strong, Recognized, and Soundboy Burrell, which guest appearances include Rock, Top Dog, String Wonder, Buckshot, Helter Skelter, Original Gun Clappers, pretty much the whole boot camp clip.
Yep.
All right. Did we ever talk about how we got into Smif-N-Wessun, or do you think we need to?
Yeah, we should. I mean,
Okay. Yeah.
well, it all started with End of the Stage. I mean, when it was on that album, and when the Bucktown joint came out, and that was like their big hit that really set it off for them, and you know, I was hearing them a lot. I was hearing them a lot on freestyles and stuff, and on the radio, and they kept dropping singles. Let's Get It On, you know, the recognized joint, and they were like the other version of Black Moon. You know what I'm saying? Like they were like the more street version of Black Moon, and they were killing it. And when that album came out, The Shining, it blew up, and that's what basically like solidified them. You know, as one of the like rap duos to be taken seriously with the lyrics, and the chemistry between Tech and Steel was just phenomenal. It was like when you hear like a group like the Locks, and they got the chemistry with Styles and Jada and Chic. That's the type of chemistry that Smif-N-Wessun had, like back and forth wordplay, and they know how to start off each other's lines and then end it, and
Yes.
they were just great. The Beat Miners production, what I'm saying, on this album was just real gritty, and that you got that boom bap feel to it, and you know I always felt like there was like the underrated group. Like a lot of people didn't really mention them in conversation. It was like Das Effects and the Dog Pound and stuff like that, but Outkast, but Smith-N-Wessun is right there with any of those groups, and they were just great. And to hear them with like on other people's, they supported the whole boot camp, Helter Skelter album, O.G.C album, the whole crew albums, all every project they were a part of, and they still doing it now. They still dropping gems. They came out with the All album with Ninth Wonder, and it's the classic album, and they still doing it. They still managed to be relevant even now in 2022. So salute to Duck Down and them.
Yes, sir. Dope
What
story.
about what's good, boo?
Dope story. Um, Pretty much, my introduction to Boot Camp Click was the song Bucktown.
Yeah.
Always loved that fucking track. You know what I'm saying? And I definitely loved the back and forth chemistry that they had and whatnot. You know, when I first heard them, they low kind of reminded me of Das Effects a little bit. I don't know what it was and shit, but
Okay.
I definitely love like the jazziness of them and whatnot, and just the whole rugged kind of style. You know what I'm saying? Um, are they my favorite group from Boot Camp Click? Not exactly, but they're probably among the most consistent as well. If you ask me,
Yeah.
yeah. Give me one second. I gotta blow my nose real
Yeah.
quick.
All right. Boombox is good, yo. No, not Donald Glover. Donald Glover is playing Lando Carlisian. He's playing the what Billy D played in the 80s. Now I'm not talking about Donald Glover. Donald Glover wasn't even around back in the 80s. I'm talking about the original Lando Carlisian.
Whoever invented allergies needs to kill themselves for the moment.
But we're not talking about the remake. We're talking about the OG one.
Well, what happened?
They're still talking about Lando Carlisian.
Well, I hear Donald Glover. I was like, you see why I
Yeah,
have
I'm
to
like
educate these people
he
about Billy
wasn't he
D?
wasn't even around. We're not talking about Donald Glover. Go
You
back and
see why
watch
we
the
have
original one.
you see why we have to educate these people on Billy D. Williams? You see that?
Oh man,
Donald Glover. Jesus Christ, man.
he didn't even do
Shit.
a good job as Lando.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, so Smif-N-Wessun, they were a duo from Brooklyn, Brownsville to be exact and whatnot. Um, they pretty much got together, growing up and stuff like that. Um, it's kind of crazy because hold up, mind you, a lot of my notes is coming from this book right here.
Okay.
Y'all should know, and Wikipedia. They didn't really have too much on their background and stuff like that too. So I was trying to figure out if I'm missing anything. But yeah, just pretty much said raised in Brooklyn, Brownsville. Um, when Steve was 18, he had moved to East Flatbush and whatnot, and so that's when him and Tech pretty much got together with a Buckshot, and their first appearance on Wax. The first appearance on Wax was of course, Black Moon's Enter the Stage. Fucking classic album, in my opinion. We talked about the album like last year. They did songs like Blacksmith and Wesson and You the Man.
Yes.
Blacksmith and Wesson being my favorite out of those two. And so they dropped the first single, which was Bucktown, but the B side was called Let's Get It On in 1994 and stuff like that too. And they pretty much had to pay for that out of their own pocket, if I'm not mistaken and shit.
Right.
Excuse me. So yeah, man, y'all know how that shit goes and whatnot. And then they were really starting to get more cool with Buckshot because at that time, Buckshot Black Moon was still doing their things. They were having label issues
Yep.
at the time and whatnot, and so they were in the middle of trying to have their own deal. And The Shining was really like the beginning. The Shining was really like the beginning of that whole boot camp clique kind of dynasty, if you ask me. Yeah, and to the stage, that was like really the beginning, but it wasn't really boot camp click until like maybe 95 and shit like that, like early 94, late 94
Right.
and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Um, so yeah, man. And then that's when they started working on this album and shit like that too. Um, let's see. Oh, I forgot to mention one thing. While they were working on the single, they actually had an they actually had like an issue with the Evil Lee and Walt because of course they had to take a break from production due to the whole Nervous Records thing. And I think from what I read, this album was supposed to have came out like late '94, but it really got pushed back to '95 too and stuff. So and it's like pretty much like it was still like a lot of tensions with beat miners and nervous records and stuff like that too. And so that's when 1995 happened, and then that's when this album came out and shit. All right. Like I mentioned before, I forgot my album at home. Shrines gonna show his copy and shit like that.
It's crazy. I
What's up,
love
Mike? How
albums.
you? We were just talking about you.
Mike was good.
What's good? Um, yeah. Thank you for keeping that copy safe and stuff like that.
Yeah,
You
man.
know.
You know how I do. Come on, man. You know how we do over here. You know.
Yeah, man. I'm just grateful we finally talked about all the boot camp albums because I really do want to talk about the second half. Well, yeah, the second wave of those albums. Not right now at this second, probably
Yeah.
during the summertime, maybe like close to summertime and shit like that, because we still got a lot of more bullshit to get through.
Oh Lord. When you
Yeah,
say it like that,
good bullshit and bad bullshit. Let's just
oh
say that
Jesus Christ.
this week is the good bullshit. But yeah, man. This album got 16 tracks. You know, let's get this shit started. Track number one is called Tim's and Hood Check. Um, according to Drew Hall, these were like the first lyrics that they actually rap for him and stuff like that. It's just pretty much an intro of the intro about who they are. You know, of course, Tim's talking about the Tims and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Pretty grimy ass track. It uses the same sample as Black and Smif-N-Wessun. I thought that was like a little nice touch and shit like that. So yeah, man,
Yeah,
very dope song. I feel like Tech definitely did his thing with
definitely.
that one.
Gotta get my man at the 8:45 so we can blow this town and leave a corpse behind. Like Tech started off that intro and he was dope, and I love the beat and the bass line, and Tim's and hoods. That's what it was about with them. Tim's and hoodies. Springtime we wear it, the fall or winter time. That's what it's about over here. So that was a great way to start the album off.
Yeah. What's up, Sam? How you doing? Um, Now we're gonna get into Rec Time. Rec Time, pretty dope joint right here. Love that beat, Mr. Walt cooked up and shit like that. Definitely a very solid joint.
Yeah, Rec Time is dope. Nice beat, nice bass line. I love the chorus. I am what I am when I do what I do. Puff mad log, get catch wreck with my crew. You got text saying can't hear the sirens. I gotta block them out my mind. I gotta get away so I can do more crime. Fire,
Yeah,
fire track.
fire.
Yeah,
Um, Next joint is One Time. Very dope joint right here. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
That actually featured Rock from Helter Skelter, one of my favorite members from Boot Camp Click, man. He just got that ill deep voice, man. Oh my
yeah,
god, it just fits so perfectly around these Beat Miners production. And that's the thing, Beat Miners from like 93 to 97, their
yeah.
best era period. When they did the For the People album to this day, it was not that good. I'm just gonna be real. Like they were definitely trying to do the whole shiny suit.
Mm.
It's like this was not y'all. I miss when they did shit like this, you know.
They're trying to do the
Um,
shiny suit thing. You said
yeah, that For the People, it was like them trying to do like the whole bad boy kind of sound and whatnot. Which it
really?
has some. The only songs I really liked was Night Riders with Aaliyah. That's the only song I
You,
like.
you don't think they were trying to cross over with that song?
Well, yes, but at the same time, it still had that Beat Miners late '90s kind of steez with
Right.
that shit. You know what I'm saying? It still had that
Mm.
compared to the other songs on that album, especially god, I think it was Ragtime and shit like that. Come on,
Right.
it was just I tried to give that album a chance. I just couldn't. I really couldn't.
I gotta get that 'cause I like that album.
Hell, I get it. I'll get it for you,
Yeah.
man. Shit,
Yes, do that,
I'll
please.
get it for you
I
for
I
sure.
had the poster because my aunt my rest in peace to my aunt she had met them it was at some record store she met them, and she ended up getting an autograph from me when they was when the album came out. They were like signing autographs,
Yeah,
and she ended up they gave out like the poster for the people, and I had that on my door, and she I ended up getting the They were giving out like at that time when they do like a meet and greet, they give out like the photo on the white picture, and then they sign it. So they had sent me that, and they put my name on it and everything. So
Interesting.
yeah, yeah, this was a dope track, man. There's a video for this too. Really dope beat. You got Rockin's Monster on the chorus. And again, like that whole chemistry with Tech and Steel was great. They killed this track. I like Tech's verse, and he said, there's the black moon, we creeping up in your room. Death fills the air along with the sun and boom. Open your eyes, motherfuckers, and greet your fear. Off with the head of a snitch, and he's out of here. Love that verse, and they just killed it. Like that was just like a real gritty single from them. After Bucktown, and I like it.
Definitely. Yeah, I think Drew even said that was like the most expensive video they did for the
Really?
album and stuff like that. Yeah.
Why?
Huh?
Why was this the most expensive?
Um, I'm not. I'm trying to read right now and stuff like that. Because they did it at an abandoned music hall or movie theater or some shit like
Right.
that.
And they
Yeah.
like the lights. I guess the lights, the studio lights, and all that was.
Yeah. All right. Now we're gonna get into rec time. Oh, excuse me, recognize. Excuse me, I'm tripping. Um, one of my all-time favorite joints from this album is after this song. I'm gonna admit there's at least four songs. This is my favorite. You're gonna hear me say, "Oh, this shit slaps, man!" Like,
Hmm.
but this is really the song where I just felt like everything came together. This was produced by Baby
Yeah.
Paul and whatnot. I kind of prefer the remix of the song a bit more. Not even gonna
I
hold you
love the
guys,
remix.
but
Yeah,
yeah,
I love the remix.
not even gonna hold you. But this one it still slaps and whatnot.
Yeah,
So melodic, so laid back. I love the line when Steele says, well, technically, yeah, Steele, he says, a lot of my troops that I rolled with for eons be on your tippy top, or you'll quickly drop by them. Crooked cops or the local cop blockers on your block. I watch my back when for Delph. Some say the buzz, but I say the fuzz bad for my health. Woo!
yeah,
Man,
crazy.
that shit hot, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Very fire joint.
They actually filmed the video around my way. Like I can walk like from my house to like where they filmed it at. Because if you look at the video, like they were like on a flatbed truck, and they had like the cameras like on the truck or whatever. But and everybody could like see them like driving by. So they filmed the video around my way, like different
Yeah.
parts. I can point out like different parts where where my house was, like where they were at. But definitely, I love the remix. The album version was dope. You got Tech saying, "Putting an end to those that got me aggravated. I'm tired of counting up dudes and adding up the years we waited." Dope. Joint. The remix wasn't that like it was a Grover Washington sample.
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I wish they had put that on the album, but that's back when record labels wanted you to go out and buy the single too. So
I think it was just the two of us sample
there's
that they
two of us.
used.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that I now yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love that sample.
That
In
was
my
dope.
opinion, they use that better than Will Smith, and I love the Will
Mm,
Smith version. Don't get me
yeah.
wrong, but that version it just sounded more Brooklyn in my opinion. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um, give me one second. I'm gonna get some more tea
All
right
right.
quick. Give me one second.
So
Just keep drinking some water. Stay hydrated. Okay. Oh shit. Got distracted. Help my grandma
Yeah.
out. All right. We are the winning champion sound. You cannot cross the border because we are Kalan body. You will come, we'll kill you already, and you and your fronting ass. Ha! It's this
Oh
track right
man.
here, man.
Boom,
Before I
bye
even get
bye to a body boy head.
yes, come on, some boy,
Man, that
bro.
that and that was like from this album, they played this the most. Like more than
Exactly.
Bucktown when that just set it
It-
off, man.
you know what's crazy though?
Yeah.
So the video version was the original version of that, and they were pretty much had that. I think that was like a promo single because they
Hmm.
that featured the reggae singer Jadan Blackamore.
Yeah.
But the crazy thing was that and this is from when I was looking some shit up, that BT they wouldn't really clear it and stuff like that. They couldn't really play the video like that because they're doing like a lot of anti-gay like gay language and shit like that in the lyrics.
Yeah, but they still played on Rap City though.
Yeah, they still played on Rap City, but I
Yeah.
think like they just played it like in the underground. I think it's because that was just like exclusively you can watch that there
Right.
and stuff like that, you know.
Right.
But this track right here is really one of my probably my second favorite track off this album.
Mm.
It features Top Dog and Terrain Wonder. You know what I'm saying? I love that beat. That fucking beat though. It's just
Boom
like
boom
so fire.
boom
They
boom
used
boom.
the water a nice water sample with that
Yeah.
one and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, Top Dog, and Tech, they definitely had the best verse that set it off and shit
Hmm.
like that. There's this one line where Tech said, "Keep the bull for I pull this here trigger, because you don't want to test me when I'm tipsy off the
Tipsy
liquor,
up the
like the
liquor
punk
like a punk.
they call McGurk,
Good.
got his feelings
Got his
hurt.
feelings hurt.
Shorty's
So
true
these true
colors
colors had to yank
had to
up his
yank
skirt.
up his skirt. Woo! I mean
Fire.
that shit. And then of course, look up the sign, you know, Dick
Dick
Rider,
Rider.
look off the
With the
shot, you
shot
know.
Panani now on
Woo!
fire.
Classic,
Come
classic.
on, man. This
I
ain't shit
mean,
we memorize on Wikipedia. You know what I'm saying?
nah,
You got to
man.
know this shit.
Exactly.
Shit was crazy. I love it. The ring gave a dope verse. You know, Top Dog from O.G.C. They killed it. Everybody did their thing on that. The video was like something out of like a carnival, and you seen like people dancing and they drinking and smoking. You got the Jamaican flags in the back. Shout out to all my Jamaicans, and it was dope, man. I love the bass line. It's like a reggae song with two lyricists on it. You know what I'm saying? Like it
I
was
agree.
that dope. You know what I'm saying? They were playing this at the clubs. You know, we had the reggae spinners playing that joint like it was a reggae joint. Fire joint. I love it.
Definitely. It's like anytime I like, it's like certain songs hit different when you play them in the car and shit too. Whenever
Yeah,
this song comes to my Spotify, man, it's a rap. It's a fucking rap.
definitely. Yes.
Jesus Christ. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Just a little afternoon shenanigans. But anyway,
Right.
um, next track, KIM, Keep It
Mm,
Moving. That's the next track off this album. Again, another very solid joint right here. This is actually Mr. Walt's favorite song off this album and stuff like that.
right.
Um, it's crazy too because he actually made this song after coming back from a Midnight Marauders session that Trap Call Quest was having and shit. It's
Mm,
kind of crazy and shit. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
dope.
Yeah, man, this was a very, very, very dope joint. You know what I'm saying? Classic. I love that fucking beat. I love it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Cause on Midnight Marauders is a song called "Keep It Moving." That makes
Yes.
sense, right? Okay. Yeah, like the beat was dope. The horn sample, the bass line. You got still saying we keep eyes out for spies in our cipher. All men trifle. If I take a life, then I might die a lifer. Love those lines from Steel. Yeah, this is dope.
Very dope song indeed. Next song is a Bucktown. This is like the lead single, and to many people, maybe that signature track. This is pretty much a tribute to Brooklyn, which they'll have a lot of that in this album and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Love this song. I feel like Steel set it off with that walk around town with the pound strapped down to my side, no frontin' just in case I gotta smoke something. And
Yes.
just set that shit off and stuff like that. Love the Dusty instrumental, and mm, this was actually the song that made me want to check the album out too. So
Hmm.
yeah, man, Bucktown, Smif-N-Wessun.
There's definitely like that saxophone loop when that comes on is like that's what set it off. The saxophone right there and the beat, and you got still saying enter the cipher with your lighter, else already prepare for another all nighter. But keep a watch for the cops because they rock Glocks coming on the block trying to rock knots. Love this flow on that. Tech did his thing. That whole song was just like a New York anthem at that time. So
Right.
a classic record.
Yeah, definitely a classic record. Next track is Stand Strong. Oh my God. Another Brooklyn anthem and shit like that. Nice usage of that Isaac Hayes sample and stuff like that.
Hmm.
This song pretty much one of even Lee's best beats on this album. Just Tech and Steel doing their back and forth, repping Brooklyn and shit like that. Um, you know, there's one song really on this album that really solidified their tribute to Brooklyn, but I'm gonna save that under the wraps for right now.
Yeah, this was a great song, like real jazzy, real melodic. Again, the horns on this was a standout, and the beat. And you got still saying individuals choose to use life for granted. What you going do when it's demanded, when your boys leave you stranded in the midst of a battle where you get that ass shattered at your own risk. Loved his lines on that, and like a positive joint. Just stand strong. And on your own and all that. So
Definitely. Next we got Shinin. Next slash the next shit, which is pretty much this interlude slash song. You know what I'm saying? It kind of starts off with it pretty much is just like them on the phone with one another and stuff like that. And then like it's on the phone and shit like that, and it jumps into this next song. Tech and Still just doing their thing and shit like that. Pretty dope song. Love it.
yeah,
Yeah. Oh, by the
yeah, I
way,
like the
Buckshot is on the hook too.
huh?
Buckshot is on the hook.
Yeah, I like there's like a first beat. There's like a first beat that plays at the beginning, and then it switches to a second beat, and that second beat was dope. And you got like the pianos and the bass line. You got Tech saying supporting habits is getting too hectic. I gotta kick it with my son on some old neck shit. Love that track. That was a banger.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you about that. All right. Now we're gonna have session at the Dudley, which that's pretty much the whole boot camp compilation. Buckshot, Helter Skelter, Gun Clappers, and whatnot. Yeah, man. The Dudley, according to Steele, was actually his mama's house and stuff like that. Yeah, man. And that was pretty much how they met the boot camp with most of the members and
Right.
stuff too. So this was a pretty solid, dope posse cut. You know what I'm saying? I definitely felt like Starang, Tech,
Hmm.
Steel, so many dope verses. I mean, god
Yeah.
damn, it's like they all did their thing, but those top three were my favorite verses and shit. Especially Strange Wonder. He only had a short verse, but I love when he says, "If a nigga riff, then I'ma let the 4-4 bark. Everybody knows when my naughty head grows, I turn into a lethal weapon and start stepping on toes." I love that
Yeah.
fucking line. And shit.
Definitely loves the rain verse. We like I waste no time when I move mine, grab my Glock, and then I clear the block like I was code nine, killed it. So I love Storine. That's why Storine should have had a solo career. Like he would have been phenomenal as a solo artist. But yeah, everybody did their thing on that. This was a dope. We got like a dope beat with like a flute sample. and it sounded like a cipher. Like everybody was like kicking like freestyles.
Definitely. All right. Next track, Hallucination. Another, probably my third favorite track off this album. You know, when I first heard this joint, I thought it was literally talking about they were literally talking about just smoking weed and whatnot. Because the way they used that mini Ripperton sample, which ironically, Tribe used that for
Mm-hmm.
lyrics to go and stuff like that.
Right.
I'm not gonna say what sample it is because that mini sample mini Ripperton sample y'all should definitely know. Um, but yeah, it just definitely had a very haunting, bad like da 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 da, like just
Right.
a very haunting drop. They were definitely telling a story about like fucking betrayal and shit like that. Um, yeah, man, very, very, very dope joint right here. Again, Evil D with that production, it's like whatever it came to Evil D, you can tell he had like he was on a more melodic, jazzier tone and shit like that,
Yeah.
if that makes sense. And then
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Walt definitely had a more hard hitting boom bap kind of shit, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then Baby Paul, it's kind of really hard to decipher what Baby Paul's style. It's kind of like it's like a mixture of both,
Yeah.
if that makes sense. I feel like they all work pretty well with that.
Mm-hmm. Facts. Yeah, I love it. Real melodic, real jazzy. You know, Tech saying blazed up the clip, load up the 4/5. If a boy riff, leave a body them stiff. So like his lines are just dope. You know, yeah, this is a solid cut on this album.
Definitely. All right. Track number 12, Home Sweet Home. This is the song that's probably the best tribute to Brooklyn on this album and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, it uses pretty much one of my favorite Roy Ayers sample. Um, we live in Brooklyn, baby, which that's yeah,
I love that.
used in a lot of people use that sample and shit like that. But
Yeah.
I felt like Smif-N-Wessun definitely uses the best,
Mm-hmm.
in my opinion. Most Def probably the second best. Cause I think he used that for Brooklyn from the Black on Both Sides album
Yeah.
and shit. But this track right here definitely one of my all time favorites and stuff like that too. So the bass line, the lyrics, the
Mm-hmm.
sample, just a timeless joint. I
I,
love
I
it.
I I think Charlie used it for it did
Yes,
nothing but a number. Like
yes, I
the
forgot about
beginning
that.
part of that song. Yeah.
Hmm.
Um yeah, this was great, man. Like when you think of like certain like records for like New York, you know, New York State of Mind, Bucktown, this song definitely it just speaks to the city and you know what the people are about here and this was great. You know,
Definitely.
Tech killing it. He said, we can't afford to take shorts or be playing sports and pies need to be built. Mac 10's bought. Love those lines from him and we live in Brooklyn, baby. I love that.
Mhm.
That sample is just classic, man. That's a classic record. So
I agree. Definitely, I agree 100% on that. Um, Now we're gonna get into what's the next track? What's the next track? Wipe
wipe
Your
your
Mouth.
mouth. Yeah.
My favorite track off this album. Dead ass.
Mm-hmm.
Bam, 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 bam.
Mm-hmm.
Walking down the street,
Street.
watching.
Yeah.
Oh man, God, that is a fucking
Crazy.
classic. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That beat. They use the Amal Jamal sample right with that one and stuff like that. Again,
Mm-hmm.
Baby Paul produced that track. Um, just pretty much what I got from that track, you know what I'm saying? Just pretty much motherfuckers envious of you and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And just the dick riders always this motherfucker dick rider always wants to get in your shine and shit like that, but at the same
Mm-hmm.
time, you just so fly, you don't even
Yeah.
let that shit get to you. That's just the best way to put it.
Exactly.
Um, I love the line where Steele says, shit ain't cool, son, cause soon one day I feel I'm gonna have to lay somebody for real. A deal is, but still it's strictly business. So when Dick Ryder slide around, I dismiss shit. Like I love those fucking lines and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? Definitely a very, very, very dope track off this album. Love it.
Yeah, I love the intro. You got like the dude saying, no niggas that dick rat can get on this track.
Can get
You know
on
what I'm
this
saying?
though.
Yeah,
Taking on
and
the head.
The beat was dope, and you got still saying from the corners of my red eye, I peeped you, but you don't know because I rock my rag real low. Move slow because you might get moved on. Can't get my cruise on without niggas putting their screws on. So, it's another that's about like all the haters and people that's jealous of what you're doing and they see you shining and they can't do nothing about it.
I agree. Very, very timeless joint. All right, two more tracks left. Now we got let's get it on. That's the next joint. This features Rock again. Um, very, very, very dope joint. You know what I'm saying? That's another favorite of mine as well.
Yeah,
No, yeah, yeah, very, very, very dope joint. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of you can definitely tell like this is one of the earliest songs that they've recorded and shit like that, just by the quality and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, I love this track.
yeah. This was just hard. It's just a street banger. There's a video for this also, and like I like that eerie melody. It was real dark. The beat was knocking. You got still saying, "What does it take to get a break in the world of snakes and those who fake?" Fire lines. The chemistry again with Tech and Steel was just phenomenal. Dope ass record.
I agree. I'm not really going to talk about the PNC intro. We're just going to just
Uh,
talk about PNC in general.
okay.
That's the last track off this album. That stood for Partners in Crime and whatnot. They actually did that song in tribute of their homeboy named Sean Grady. He got gunned down and stuff like that, and so they actually did that song because they lost a lot of people
Yeah.
and stuff too. And Tech lost his brother who drowned in the pool. His first baby mama got hit by a bus and shit like that.
Wow. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
man, very very dope joint. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know the whole true story behind this track really, but hey,
Mhm.
it's kind of sad.
Yeah.
But yeah, love this track.
Yeah, this is great. Like, partners in crime, my PNC. Like you the PNC, you my partner in crime. That's what we call each other. And they just had their own lingo. Like Ren Ghost had their whole lingo, and Boot Camp had their whole lingo for different things. And that was like that's what your homeboy meant to you, like your PNC. You know what I'm saying? And it was like a real dope track. And you had Tech saying big up to all the real heads with the knuckle game. Rest in peace to all my niggas that was murdered and slain. Great track.
Yeah, very good track indeed. Uh, Overall, I mean, this is a hip hop classic. If you ask me, one of the best hip hop albums to come out of this time, with the boot camp sound and shit like that.
Yeah.
Very dope, very jazzy. Oh, excuse me. Oh my god, very jazzy and whatnot. You can just definitely feel like the Brooklyn on this whole album and stuff like that. It just has that wintry kind of feel to it. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Yeah.
I would definitely give this a 5 mics. I feel like it does not deserve anything less than that. So
Facts.
yeah, definitely.
Great production by the Beat Miners and great mic chemistry with Tech and Steel and the songs, the bars, the features on it. From Boot Camp and definitely Five Mics. It's one of the best Boot Camp albums to come out. Um, you know, Bucktown and Soundboy Burial, One Time, PNC, classic records on this album. So,
Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that. All right, I'm actually going to end this off for right now. 'Cause I gotta get ready to go to work and stuff like
all right,
that. But appreciate this, bro, as usual. I mean, this is a fucking
yes,
classic. Now we finally talked
classic
about all the
album.
boot camp albums.
Yes,
So we already talked. So we're gonna continue next with Black Moon's. No, 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 wait,
was
not Black Moon. Smith and Coco Brothers, The Awakening and shit like that. Because that
Rude
Black Moon
Awakening.
album didn't come out till like '99
Right.
and shit. So yeah, man. So I know a lot of people were wanting us to talk about Magnum Force, which surprisingly that album got like a cult following now.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, and shit like that. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna leave that right there and shit. The next we're gonna come back tomorrow.
Lost Boys.
Yeah, Lost Boys, Legal Drug Money Small. I'm trying to figure out what time because I know I'm off tomorrow. So if anything, we'll probably might do the video 9 o'clock. I'm gonna give you a
Okay.
final answer by tonight and shit like
Yeah.
that.
I
Cause
got I gotta yeah, any time I gotta do something at 7 because we're doing on IG Live, we're doing like a tribute to K Slade. So That'll be at
Okay.
7 o'clock. Shout
Okay.
out to
So we can just do
Chopper.
9:30 the latest because I gotta go to
Okay,
sleepover after that shit.
cool.
Yeah. All right. So Lost Boys Legal Drug Money because I was gonna save this for my collection video, but technically this was part of the previous collection video. Eric
Okay.
had hooked me up and stuff like that. So we're gonna do the Lost Boys Legal Drug Money tomorrow.
Yes.
Um, Thursday, of course, is gonna be the part two of the DJ Quick Breakdown and stuff like that.
Hmm.
Also, Sunday is gonna be the return of the reviews on Sunday after the whole rap album list finale. I'm gonna save that review until after Thursday because that review is gonna be it's a good review and stuff like that. It's a
Okay.
good review. That's all I'm gonna say. It's a good out. It's a good album. Try it, might like it. So yeah,
Wow.
yeah. But other than that, hope you guys have a good day. I
All
will
right.
see you later. Try and I
Yes.
may or may not come back later on tonight. I gotta do some rehearsing and shit like that. But if I
Okay.
don't do it one tonight, I might do another late night stream sometime this week. So just
All
stay
right.
tuned. All right.
Cool.
Peace.
Peace.